Yes.
Why do anxiety attacks happen?
Okay. So, the thing is, anxiety can happen in a person who doesn't have depression, but can also happen in a person with depression. Okay, so this is the thing about depression. It has lots of symptoms that go on with it. But sorry, just repeat the question. Why does somebody...
They just wanted to know why they have anxiety attacks, and if it,
why they have anxiety.
Yeah.
Okay. What anxiety is when the brain's alarm system has gone off. Okay, so let me just do a bit of explanation. The way that our brains are made is that we basically in life, we exist in one of two modes. We can either be in a rest and relax mode, which is what we're supposed to be most of the time, or we're in fight or flight. I think everyone's heard about fight or flight. And it's even called fight, flight, or freeze. But most of the time, when we're just doing life, we're in rest and relax mode. We have routine, we do certain things. We get up at a certain time, we eat at a certain time, and so on. But suppose at any given moment of time, you suddenly heard a loud noise that sounded like a gun or a bomb, or you suddenly saw a shadow and you thought, is that a burglar? Your brain quickly goes into fight or flight and prepares you to escape from the danger or fight the danger. Okay? So we have it's called a stress center, anxiety center. It's actually, the actual proper name is the amygdala. That's the part of our brain, which is a tiny little part of our brain, but it's very powerful. It's triggered when we sense danger, and it releases a whole lot of chemicals called stress chemicals in our body, like adrenaline, cortisol, various other ones, and pumps our body, prepares our body to escape or fight. Okay? So just think about it for a moment. If you or I were escaping a danger and we had to run out of the room that we're in, we need our hearts to pump fast to get blood around the body. Our lungs have to breathe much faster to get oxygen everywhere. So we've got a racing heart, we're breathing very fast, and various other things. But when the danger finishes, when we've escaped or we've overcome the enemy has gone, our bodies come into rest and relax mode. Okay? So that is normal. That is how we are made. Now, how about if we were in a situation where we are facing an invisible enemy all the time, such as work that never finishes, 100 emails that come into our inbox in the last hour, exam pressures.
Yes, that's a big one.
Yeah, big one. Arguments. We're having arguments at home with our spouse, or we're hearing our parents arguing. We hear our parents saying there's not going to be enough money, or we don't have enough money, we're destitute, we are hungry. Many things that cause stress, we cause stress in our body. Our brain interprets that as, there's a danger, I need to prepare this body to escape or fight. Okay, so what's triggered off is our stress response, which science calls anxiety. Anxiety is basically our stress response has been switched on, and the commonest reason is fear. Fear about what's going to happen, fear about the future, fear about how everything's going to turn out. Or we live in a stressful world without any break. There's no break, there's no hope, there's no let up. So
and it's real, because your heart beats faster, your lungs, you don't have enough oxygen in your body. So it's very real, this physical symptoms of anxiety and, panic attack, things like that. That's so well, explained. Wow.
Yes. So it's as if, so on the inside, your amygdala thinks you are a gazelle being chased by a lion 24/7.
Yes.
Yeah. You on the outside, we're seeing, well, it's the family, it's exams or other pressures. But on the inside, your brain interprets it as, I am about to be eaten by a lion, I have to run.
Yes.
Okay,
and
so
yes.
and so it's anxiety is horrible. It's a horrible condition. But again, I can give some tips on this, but what people need to do is connect with a good therapist, a coach, a mentor that helps them to do practical things to help their body switch into rest mode, but also to do with the way we view life, the way we view challenges and things going on around us.
Yes, that's so important, because if our mindset is right, no matter what the challenges are or our current struggles are, even if we're real about it and say, okay, it's been a real struggle, either my family or my friends, where people are struggling, I know people are struggling with it, but they don't have to stay that way. That there
Yes.
is, and if our mindsets can change and if we can get the help around us, then we can actually live a much better life. There's so much of hope even through pain, isn't there?
Yes,
It's
absolutely.
amazing.
So much hope. And, over the years, I've seen so many people come free of anxiety, come free of depression. They've stopped having panic attacks. They've started to learn how to, as you say, the mind is the most powerful thing. Our minds are so powerful, and as I said earlier, the doctors have to call this thing the mind-body connection. That many physical conditions that people have had, ulcers, irritable bowel syndrome, asthma, even things like infertility. You'd think,
Oh,
infertility, what's that got to do with the mind? Again and again, science has shown us that not everyone with those conditions, so I don't want you to get the wrong impression that I'm saying everyone with those conditions is to do with the mind, but a significant number of people with those physical conditions, it can be put down to the way, what's going on in their minds, what's their approach to life, what they think about themselves. So yes, our minds are so important.